Alright, what is going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you all. Starting up the second round of the Mr. Negative Arena. And yeah, man, let's get started nice and quick. No reason to delay things here. Let's get a tweet out. Dearest at Marvel Champions. You know, whether I agree or disagree with the decisions you make in developing this game, I appreciate always having something to talk about. Let's continue discussing the new Scarlet Sigil. Yes, okay. You know, whether I agree or disagree with the decisions you make in developing this game, I appreciate always having something to talk about. Let's continue discussion of the new Scarlet schedule. Tweet. Alright. Oh, so close to a double. Well, that is not a double. That is going to be a single slap. Going to one. Hey, the miracle. Slap. Haley, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Saying sorry, Shed, with the winky face. I am speed. Wow. Shed. So close, dude. I blame lag. Should have been a double slap. This close to it. Still appreciate you though, Shed. Thank you, man. Danny Moretz. And over to... Crap, I can't remember if it's Moret or Moretti. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna forget again. But Daniel, thank you very much for the two saying Tweety. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Got this Medusa from the Bleeding Crystal bonus I bought a week or two ago. I'm probably a handful of people with 6-star Medusa. You are, man. There's really not too many of you out there. I've only seen a few screenshots here and there, so yeah, there are really not too many. So few people actually have 6-star Medusa that some were questioning whether or not Medusa was even in the crystal. So that just goes to show how rare this champion is. So congrats, man. You have a an ultra exclusive right now, which is cool. The rare champs and all that stuff feels damn good when you got it, right? It feels so cool. Maximus, I don't know if I'm saying I have been fighting Shang-Chi for 30 minutes. Tom Hiddleston voice. Oh man, I wish I could do it. 5-star rank 2 pre-buff Maw can get it done. Oh, doing the using Maw for it. Okay, yeah, I saw some other people using Maw for that guy too. Totally forgot that was even a strategy. But yeah. Yeah, Maximus, thank you for the 5, dude. Enjoy your fighting of Shang-Chi. Oh man. Speaking of fighting Shang-Chi, well, I'm not about to go fight Shang... Actually, hold on, I got it that helps first. I am not about to fight Shang-Chi, but I do have to do an energy dump. And actually, at some point tonight, I'm going to have to finish up the monthly event quest. I'm still not done with Uncollected and Cavalier. I'm very close, though. And a couple of energy refills will get it done. Oh, we still have an entire day and a half. Okay. Dude, for some reason I thought today was the final day. Alright, never mind. Yeah, I'm plenty good then. I think I have 2 paths left in Uncollected, this final quest. And then I have a bunch in Cavalier on the second to last quest there. But we'll just plow through Uncollected real quick right now. Let's just do that. Lay the phone down, take a nap. Not sure I'd call it fighting or strategy. It's fair. Oh man, excuse me guys. But Daniel sending over another 5. Thank you, dude, saying, what did the shark say after he ate the clownfish? Nothing. He laughed. Okay. Ha 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 ha, because he's a clownfish, huh? Boo, man. Take your new 6-star Medusa that is a ultra exclusive that no one really has in the game yet, and take her for a lap. Terrible. Boo. Alright, let's go down, and we'll go to the left first. We'll go to the right afterwards. I mean, I'm only going to dump my energy in this one path, and then we'll go hit the arena. So, Christopher Hopia, I might have messed up your name, so sorry if I did. But thank you very much for the pound and the deflated banana. Let me see where your message is at. Hang on. Oh, I only see a hi. If that's all the message was, well then, what's up, man? Welcome. If there was a different message, I'll be on the lookout if you had anything else that you wanted to add. But if not, thank you very much for the support. And what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hey, what's up, Royal? BGA snagged a 6-star OG Thor. Nice, dude. On a more important note, despite the fact I purchased both the Sigil and the unit login, I don't like that they're adding Scarlet Witch in this way. Kind of feels cheap. Yeah, a little bit. I hear you, dude. But what's up, Royal? Hope you're doing well tonight, man. Oh, wait. Christopher. No other sticker there? Okay. All right. Well, cool, man. Well, thank you very much once again, Christopher. Appreciate it. Static sent an 05. What up, Static? Saying, what's up, BG? Watch the vid. Sigil has been terrible since its launch. Finally something decent, so I don't 100% agree that it'll cause a huge rift. I don't necessarily think it's going to cause a huge rift, so... Dude, by the way, look... God. I really did not like the look that much of the Overseer, but it's like the more I see this guy, the more I like him. That loading screen, I dig it, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, yeah, I don't necessarily think it's going to, like, cause a huge rift. But I guess what I was trying to say is, like, I was hoping that the Sigil was going to improve the rift. It was going to narrow the rift a little bit instead of expanding it, even if only slightly more than it already is. I was kind of hoping that it would help to. I mean, in some ways, technically, it does too, where a lot of players, they just want to get a champion at a reasonable price, and for those players, well, the Sigil's doing exactly that. But yeah, the way I look at this game, the way I feel about this game, maybe a little bit different. But yeah, man. Either way, Static, thank you for the 5, dude. Much appreciated. I also agree, by the way, that the value in the Sigil. I mean, actually, I don't know. I wouldn't say it was terrible. Actually, I disagree with that. I think the value of the Sigil is pretty good. I think it's great, actually. Already as is. I think that it could have been improved, absolutely. And you know what's funny is, if this is an improvement to the Sigil, and it is, how come they left it out of the roadmaps? You'd think that would be something they'd be excited to share, coming so soon after the release of the roadmaps. Like, why? Or did I miss that part? Maybe I missed that part. Maybe I missed it. But anyway, if they wanted to increase the value of the Sigil, they could have done so without creating a brand new resource. But anyway, you had another message before I read the other super chats here, saying Sigil money will allow for a smoother revenue stream. With crystals, it's so spiky. They needed something to bring in new folks to it. See, I agree with that too. It's just I'm not a fan of how they're doing it, I guess. Is what it comes down to. Because I totally get the reasoning, and you know, like I said, I know Kabam needs to make money, and they need to make lots of money, and they need to not just make lots of money, but they need to, like, continue the trend of what they've already set out, which is frustrating. because like it's seen as a failure, right? Like if I'm just gonna throw out some random gigantic numbers here. Let's say let's just take like Apple for example. I don't know what they make in a year, but let's just say it's like $500 billion or something like that, right? Well, if next year they only made $400 billion, it would seem as like they're a failure. It's like, okay, how many other people can say that $400 million is or $400 billion profit is a failure? The same way that like Kabam, they've already made so much money in the past. It's like now they need to keep finding ways to up the ante to keep the trend going of like making more money year over year and stuff. Brian, all of it. Apple makes all the money, all of it. Maximus, that's true, dude. But yeah, it's like I said in the video too. It's a little bit hard to talk about exactly, just because it's not like it breaks the game. I think more game breaking is the 6-star 6-stone thing. I think by far that's more game breaking. But I do feel like this creates a different type of divide, and a divide that I'm not necessarily happy about. So I don't know. Anyway, Daniel sent over another 2 saying favorite champ in the game currently, Man-Thing. Ever since Man-Thing's introduction, he's pretty much been my favorite. No other champ has dethroned him. He's been my favorite for a while. It's only a matter of time before another champ comes along that I like as much or more than Man-Thing. There are some that have come close. Someone that I've been talking about the last couple of nights, so he's still kind of fresh on my mind, is Sasquatch. I think he's super fun. Sorcerer Supreme, I think, is super fun. A lot of the I tend to like a lot of the Mystic champs actually, which gets me excited for Purgatory. I hope that I like Purgatory. But we'll have to see on that one. But yeah, Man-Thing is my current favorite. Even though I found myself playing him less and less, especially after getting I-Bomb. I used to play Man-Thing a pretty good amount in AQ actually. But now after getting I-Bomb, I just don't have as much a need for Man-Thing. Dweezy, you sent it over. Buck, what up, dude? Saying, what's going on, BG? Me and my wife are watching you and Lags. Are waiting on you. Oh, dude, I can't read, man. Me and my wife are waiting on you and Lags to play Incursions. We're going to soon. We talked about it a couple nights ago or something like that. I don't know when exactly, but sometime in the next few days we're gonna have to, because the rewards for it reset, and there are a lot of 6-star shards up for grabs, so we're gonna have to. But yeah, man, shout out to you and the wife. I always think that's so cool, man. There's a few couples playing this game, more than a few. But there's still the exception, right? So I just think it's so cool. Shit, send it over. Buck saying, BG, what does the farmer say to the cows at night? It's past your bedtime. Okay. Okay, shit. Boo, dude. Farmer pasture jam. What in the... Ugh. Garbage. Boo. Take a freaking lap. Metal Sonic Dude, what up, MSD? BG, this sort of stuff can be pretty decisive, so how about a Twitter check to lighten the mood? Sure, man. Let's see what we got here. Wait, hold on a sec. Did I... In going a little bit out of order with the super chats here, I don't think I skipped anyone over yet. There's a few I haven't gotten to yet, but okay. Just making sure I'm still on track here. Alright, MSD. What do we got? A new Abyss Titan has risen today, and many will fall in his wake. Hell yeah, dude. Dang, man, taking down Infinity Man. Taking down... I saw the Havoc video that you posted. Nice, dude. Wait a minute. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's not quite as high a rank in this picture. Seems like you may have possibly ranked War Machine up. after your testing. Okay, that says a lot, man. That says a whole lot. Interesting. Unless those were just boosts or something, but very, very interesting. Unsurprisingly, I have yet to test the champions myself, the new champions. I really was excited to test them out today, but yeah, the Sigil stuff, it was just a lot to think about, I guess. Along with some other things that I had to do today, of course, but I still don't even know how this guy works exactly. I've been using AA mostly to take him out in Uncollected. Uh-oh, he's unstoppable. That was not good. To take him down in Uncollected, but usually AA, I might not have soloed the guy, and then I would finish with Omega Red or Colossus or something like that. Man, I'm actually gonna die to, oh yeah, just straight up die to him in Uncollected. Normally in Uncollected I solo him. So that was a little bit of a first. Anyway, Static sent over another buck saying the best thing about the Sigil is the quest, and the tier 1 alphas. Out of all the games that I play that are free to play, MCOC has the fewest revenue sources. Interesting. It is far from the fewest from the games that I've played, although I don't play a lot of mobile ones. Or not, I mean, I don't play a ton of games, period, at the moment. But some of the free-to-play games that I do play, this one is by far the most heavily monetized. So, I guess we just have a little bit of different experiences there. Still to this day, I think one of the best, and I know that this is such a rare, extreme example of something that's possible, and 99.999% of games would not be able to pull this off. But Dota 2 is a free-to-play game, and all they do is sell cosmetics, and it's not just, it's like player-made cosmetics. And they also actually, that's not all they sell. They also have the compendium, which contributes towards like tournaments, and then they also have Dota Plus, which I forgot about that just because Dota Plus wasn't always there. Dota, I mean, it has some. If you don't play Dota, I don't want to get into the details of what that entails, but the bottom line is like all of that is totally 100% optional. Nothing impacts your gameplay or anything like that. Which, like I said in the video too, I don't always just want to play games like that. I think it's good that this game brings together such a diverse group. Not just from, you know, where we are in the world, but our mentalities. Some people being more ambitious with, you know, the money they make, or even if you share ambitions, of course, some people are just better at it for one reason or another, and all that stuff's cool. But yeah, for me, this game, from what I've played, this one has by far the most source of money. The one thing that I will say about this game is it's very impressive to make a game and make a good profit without having any sort of advertisements in there at all. Outside of like, oh yeah, hey, a new Spider-Man movie's coming out. Maybe they'll tell you about it like once. But you get like 5 of those messages a year at most or something. But I don't even count that as ads. Anyway, King sending over £2 saying Twitter. Okay. Buffed rank 2 Ultron, defeated Variant Havoc with ease. Also my newest 5-star. Wait, which Havoc is this? Oh yeah, the Variant Havoc. Okay. Nice, dude. Newest 5-star. Ooh, very nice. Congrats on the Fury, man. Good stuff. Congrats. Casual Cashew and an over buck saying le tweeters, Sir Bean, sure. Let's see. Finally did it, Bean Man. Thanks for all the help along the way. Send a thank you card to Unzo too if you can. All right, man. Congrats, dude. Congrats on the Cav. Very nice. By the way, I think I saw we got a raid, and I totally just ignored the raid temporarily. But I did see it. The hashtag drunk raid. Is that a one intoxicated gamer? It looks to be. Abby Doe, thank you for the raid, dude. Appreciate it, man. Easy sanding over a buck. Thank you, dude. And I'm calling the new Sigil resource Wanda Bucks. Oh, I like it. Wanda Bucks. I like it, dude. I like it a lot. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, let's just hit the arena. Which arena do I begin with is the question. I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, let's go with the featured here. Why not? All right. Let's get to grinding. You should check out Warframe. Not sure if you like it, but it's one of the new free-to-play games that I enjoy. Okay. I'm not really looking for a new game at the moment, but I'll keep that in mind if I do decide to look for a new game. BG, I have a question. Yesterday I got Old Man Logan from a 5-star crystal. RIP. I wanted to ask you if it's good or decent or bad. Old Man Logan's pretty decent, actually, man. Depending on your roster, I wouldn't call that a RIP. If you already had, like, a bunch of the top mutants or something like that, then yeah. Unfortunately, Old Man Logan's not really going to do much for you. But Old Man Logan, like, he's just one of those champs that doesn't get talked about much, even though he's pretty solid. Just because, like I said, the mutant class is so stacked, and other mutants do kind of tower above him. But he's good. Did Kabam share the new Sigil change with the CCP? No. We do get some advanced knowledge on certain things, but certain things they keep to themselves until they share with everybody. And the Sigil was one of those things that we did not know about. Oh, yeah. Dude, this is my first time playing Arena today. But somebody told... I mean, I heard about this from a few people, where the arenas, the sorting just stays now. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I'm so pumped about that. That's awesome, man. That's the thing about this game is, like, I mean, there's things that I dislike about it, but at the end of the day, like, I still really like the game. Like, you can talk to some people and they'll tell you, like, oh, I hate everything about this game, and they play every day anyway. You know, I'm far from that. I really do like this game, and I like a lot of the things that Kabam does. So, you know, like, I'm not trying to give them a hard time about every decision they make and stuff like that. It just felt like the Sigil was not something that it's just not something I liked, you know? Just sharing honest thoughts, that's all. But it's not going to be the end of the game or anything like that. It's just I don't like it, I guess. But this is great, man. This arena thing, this is fan-freaking-tastic, dude. I've been... Oh, God, ever since they first teased this on the original roadmaps, that release, like, oh, man. Pumped for this change, dude. UG, I'm a Sigil user and like the Scarlet Witch as long as it's a grind to get the 6-star and she isn't any better than average, like worse than Weapon Flex, who I'll never have. So I wanted to talk about that too. Here's the thing. I think it's a lose-lose. If a champion is a trophy champion, like, okay, and we could even say the same thing about Weapon Flex, where I think trophy champions, they should be rethought of. Trophy champions should be Immortal Iron Fist, where it was basically Iron Fist, just with a different costume. He technically has slightly different abilities, but I would prefer that he didn't, and I would prefer that he was an exact replica, just as a trophy. And even if, like, they could even share Actually, no. Forget about... I was going to say they could even share ranks and stuff like that, but no, forget that. You'll have to rank them up separately. Anyway, I think that's what a trophy champion should be, because let's say Scarlet Witch is really powerful. Well, now we have a powerful paywalled champion. And then that creates two additional problems right there. So competitively, that gives a large competitive advantage. Or you could say, well, the Sigil isn't that expensive, so a lot of people will pick up the Sigil champ and stuff like that. And if that's the case, well, then also the other champions that get released thereafter are going to be less enticing. They're going to be less interesting. If there's easy access for uncollected players to get a 6-star Scarlet Witch, if she's powerful, then that's the only, maybe not the only, but that's one of the only Mystic champions that they're going to need. You know? Okay, and then let's take the flip side of it. Let's say she's not powerful, and she is more of just a trophy champion. Well, then that kind of sucks too, because then I would have rather they just release Scarlet Witch as a regular character so that they could make the champion more powerful and not be a trophy champion. The same way that I think it would have been better if they released Weapon Flex that way. Weapon Flex, he is pretty powerful. Like, he has a purpose in this game. He's not bad. He's certainly not like the absolute best offensively in the mutant class, but he's a powerful defender and pretty solid offensively. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a miss either way you look at it, for me at least. What's up, Dragon, though? And actually, BG, have you seen that it's not just the arenas? The ISO sorting stays in place in your stash too. Oh yes, I haven't seen that. I haven't ranked up a champ. I know level up event is on today. I know it was a double level up event too. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to rank up a mutant, so Weapon Flex is low-key so good, but I think that's rightfully so. He isn't necessarily easy to get. Switch you just pay for. Yeah, I just wish the trophies were different entirely. Do you know if Dorky Diggity Dave now has any say in things like the new Sigil? Speculate what could he have said if he does. I don't know exactly what his job title is at Kabam, so I have no idea. You gotta space out your messages a little bit more though, man. I just scrolled up a tad bit and saw the same message. If I saw that before I answered, I would have just timed you out and not answered. So space him out a little bit more, please. Brandon Dawson sent it over to saying, "Don't worry, BG. Dark Portal reopens tomorrow at 3 p.m. It does, man." The Dark Portal, for those that don't know, that is the gateway between the base level game in World of Warcraft and its first expansion, the Burning Crusade. Yeah, man, I don't really have too much interest though. It's funny because in World of Warcraft, wait, what is this? I donates $100 and he still ignores me. What? Pixie Bell. I'm gonna read your message in a sec. Let me go on a mini tangent here real quick. It's funny because World of Warcraft is a game that, by today's standard, is fairly... It's moderately monetized. It's not a free-to-play game. It's a subscription-based game, and it has microtransactions. And I think that's part of the issue that those players have, is like it's both. Like, they're trying to monetize on both fronts. And that's a little bit of what's going on here. Like, they're trying to get people into a subscription. It's like a soft subscription. They're trying to get people into a subscription and then to also pay for the microtransactions on top of it. But anyway, I would say there's far less monetization in World of Warcraft. They probably make more money just because it's a larger game and their type of monetization is different. But anyway, like, there's fewer things to monetize, and one of the things people were looking forward to the most about these classic versions of the game is that it was a time before they introduced microtransactions. When the first expansion came out, the only thing that you could buy was a copy of the expansion, which you needed to play, or the collector's version, which came with a few extra goodies. A couple of things in game, but we're talking about like like a little cosmetic pet that follows you around type of thing. And now, of course, since Blizzard is a much different company all these years later, I think like 14, 15 years after the fact, whatever, they've crept in all these other ways to monetize, and people are pissed. And it's still like far less monetization, and people are really pissed. People were extremely pissed. If you watch the videos, people were very upset about that stuff. Which I just thought was like kind of an interesting comparison for the people that happen to play both games. But yeah. Tage Anderson sending over a... Oh, wait, Pixie Bell. I'm sorry. Tage, hold on a sec. I said I would read Pixie Bell's messages. What is Pixie Bell saying? Is there actually a message here, or is it just going to be more yelling at me for not reading your messages? Oh, I see. You just put $100 in the chat. That's what you meant by that? Oh, good. He didn't read my last to Abby Doe. He loves to hear his voice at Abby Doe. Wow. Oh my goodness. Alright, you know what? The only actual message was, hey ladies, at the start. Alright, anyway. Tage, thank you very much for the buck. Saying ABG, I'm at the point in the game where I can't really get excited for new champs each month, as I know I would even get the 4-star for months and months. Won't even? Is that what you mean? The 4-stars aren't too bad to target, even if you're not able to pick them up from the arena. They're... You could say for like the dual class crystal or something. I will say there is no featured 4-star crystal, which oddly does make them a little bit more difficult to target. But once you do get to 5 stars, well, actually, I don't recommend getting the feature right away. But yeah, man, I get where you're coming from. I don't think it's too bad if you stick with it. But I can certainly understand your feelings about it being hard to get champs. I think it always kind of has been hard to get champs though, and has gotten much better over time. On the lower star level side of things, at least. 6-star is still extremely difficult to get, but still, I hear you, man. Thank you very much for the buck, though. Stiatics, a buck saying, for me, the arena system is more egregious. I did the breakdown of my Shang-Chi grind. I spent over 30 hours and 6,500 units on it, with scores only to go higher. Is Kabam expecting 50-hour grinds? I saw someone else in the comments mention arena as like a comparison point, so you're certainly not alone in thinking that the arena is more egregious. But I see that as something a little bit different. I see that as like that's like players competing with one another, and that's why it's why the scores are the way they are. I also think that this is for like brand new champions that are coming out, and if you want to get them like as early as possible, and then there's going to be multiple other ways to get those champions going forward. I think the arena scores, they're always going to be high, but I do think at a certain point, for some people at least, like the shine of the arena is going to fall off. And then other people will take their place. So that's why the scores won't necessarily drop. But I think as more people realize, like, okay, yeah, if you really want a champion, you can compete with others to get that champ and have that be, more of an exclusive thing. But you could also wait 6 months and they'll be in the basic arena. They will be in the featured crystal. They'll also eventually be in the basic crystal. You'll have other offers that will help you to target these champions as well, in the form of Nexus crystals, class Nexus crystals, whatever the follow-up to the 3 champion Nexus crystal is, whether that be a 5 champion Nexus or a Wish crystal that Kabam talked about. So I see them as two different things. I also see the arena as something that everyone can participate in, even if you can't get the top prize. Whereas the sigil is no, you just can't participate in it, you know, without spending. And it's not like the amount of money, because someone else mentioned this. Hold on a sec. A few other people mentioned that like there's the difference in what you can spend in some areas versus like $10 for the sigil. Like $10 in comparison is nothing. It's very small, so it's a great value, and I highly recommend people pick up the sigil because it's a great value. It's one of the best values in the game, for sure. Even before this new update, but certainly post-update. It's just a good value. But again, like a couple things. One is like I was hoping that this great value to get more people into spending a bit would ease up on some of the upper limit areas of the game. So it's not like we have to compare one or the other. Like they're being added on top of one another. And then the other thing is like you could still work towards things out of the, like you don't have to necessarily target any one champion. You can get by with plenty of champions that you pull out of the crystals. But just the fact that you can pull them out of the crystals is really nice. And this champion being exclusive means you can't. And then Kabam, they already said it. Oh, I just accidentally hit start on the team. But like, let's go look at the in-game mail again. This is just the first exclusive. That's what this is. But if we look at the in-game message, they already tell you that there's going to be more. So, okay, this bullet point at the very top. Sigil credits will be added to the Summoner Sigil weekly solo event milestone rewards and can be spent on exclusive items in the Black ISO Market Store. So, like, they're not, I don't think they're stopping. I don't think they're planning on stopping in Scarlet Witch. I think this is just the beginning. Why else would, I mean, like, I suppose it doesn't have to be just the beginning. It could be that's it. It could be like the loyalty store where, hey, there's only one champ you can get in the loyalty store. But I have a feeling that this is not going to be the only thing available in there. And as time goes on, yeah, it's just going to be more and more important to have the sigil. And like I said, this monetization doesn't take away from the need to so drastically monetized towards bigger spenders. It's just in addition to, like, do you guys remember when EA they came out with a Star Wars game where they sold the game and then they also sold like characters in the game or something like that, whatever it was. And people were really mad at that. And that started like this whole it started like this whole legal thing, and like certain countries like outlawed loot boxes and stuff like that, which is pretty extreme. I don't want that to happen. I think loot boxes are actually really fun. I don't want them to go away. But I do think oh man, I don't know. I feel like there's something with like trying to monetize in that way where like you're selling a game and then selling the microtransactions in it. Like, to me, it's a lot different than like if just like you could buy Super Smash Bros, you know, and you get all the characters. There's DLC and stuff like that, of course, but I feel like that's a little bit different. But like, you can unlock all the characters. And in this game is not exactly the same. Of course, this is still free to play. You don't have to pay to download and play this game. But like, the more we go into these systems where it is like these subscription type systems, it heads in that direction at least. It is still very different. I'm not trying to imply it's the same. I'm just saying it heads in that direction. I don't know, man. It just feels weird. Like, and here's the thing too. If this is the way that the game had started, I think I would feel differently, because I know, like, going into the game, okay, this is what I signed up for. I signed up knowing that, okay, there's this system, this system, this system, and that's how Kabam makes their money, and like, okay. But now we're like, I mean, how long has this game been out? Going on like 7 years. And now they're starting up more of these monetization systems, because again, they don't want to show any, losses year over year, and got to find more ways. And the arena is what separates MCOC from other mobile games. It allows free-to-play to convert time into premium currency. Sigil credits end that. That's a good statement right there. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Because, I mean, it's not the Scarlet Witch. It's not the Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is just, like, part of it, because she's what's available in the store. It's the store itself and the currency itself that cannot be earned. The current Black ISO market, I don't have a problem with, because there is nothing exclusive in here. There are perks. Dude, and some of these perks are great, man. Like the tier 1 alphas, that's gotten so many, people who don't grind the tier 1 alpha arena were able to keep up and sometimes surpass the amount of ranked up 5-star champs that I have, even though I do grind the arena every time. And some of the other perks there, man, they're great. But yeah, we're talking about a different currency. Like they might as well just call it a second shop. They're including it in the Black ISO market for convenience sake, but it might as well be an entirely different store, It's hard to put into words exactly. I'm still struggling with it, to be honest. But yeah, that was a great way to put it. Shout out to Michael on that one. All right, Karoian. I don't know if Karoian's in here tonight, but much appreciated the 3 months in a row membership. Shout out to all the channel members. Maximus, I don't know if I'm saying Zangief Hulk. Dude, is that his new name? Oh, I dig it. Zangief Hulk looks pretty awesome, to be honest. If there's no spinning pile driver, I'd be disappointed. Oh, man. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen up until that point in my life. And I couldn't pull it off at all. When Street Fighter 2 came out, oh god, that move, dude, I feel like I would struggle with that move today. I would eventually get it and everything, but when that game came out, and I like, we had it for Super Nintendo, and I could barely get down like the regular. I was only, I mean, how old was I, man? Probably like 6 or 7 or something like that. When I was playing Street Fighter 2. So doing like the regular combos, doing the Hadoukens and stuff like that, that was already cool as hell. But then to see Zangief just like, dude, spinning through the air with this crazy pile driver. Holy crap, dude. Seeing that was mind-blowing. It was so cool. All right. Anyway, I will too be disappointed. Maximus. Shit, sending over $1. And BG, there's something joke cough on the Twitter sphere for you. Maybe a joke. Promise it's not a joke. Oh boy. Chad, what am I getting into? Let's see. For my participation in the level up event, I decided it was time to take 6-star Human Torch up a rank. After I ran out of gold, I checked my rating because I knew I was close to 1.9 mil, and I passed it. 2 mil, here I come. Oh, actually wasn't a joke. Nice, dude. Almost with the 1.9 million exactly. Very nice, man. Your roster is looking good, man. As soon as you get this guy all the way leveled up, Yeah, your profile. Damn, dude. Get that Doom ranked up too. Sick, man. Good stuff. Only Zundog, and over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, big granola bar. I was watching in VR, but I couldn't super chat. Have a great stream. Hold on. Can you actually do that?
Man loves beans.
I think someone else mentioned VR just recently, too. That might have been you. I don't remember who it was. Can you actually watch these streams in VR? No! Don't use your special 3. Don't use your special 3. Don't use your special 3. He's dead. Cool. There's still so much unknown about the new currency, though. How quickly can it be earned? What will be available for purchase? How much will things cost? If Scarlet Witch takes 4 to 5 months to earn, reduces value. Perhaps. I don't know if it reduces the value. I was thinking it would take even longer than that to me. I was thinking like 6 months. But actually, I have no idea. I actually tried to ask Kabam about it. I may have asked them too late in the day, or maybe they just don't want to share that info yet. But I tried to reach out and see like how long does it take? Because I'm really curious of that myself. Hey BG, saw the video on Scarlet Sigil. Good stuff as usual. Other than Scarlet Witch, though, we still don't know what items will be exclusive or be available in the Sigil store, right? Correct. What kind of items do you see being included? Cheers. I don't know, man. I think early on, it's not going to be anything too crazy, and I do think it's going to be maybe a little bit of an expanded glory store. Perhaps where like you can scoop up little catalyst and shard bundles type of stuff. And let me change how I'm sorting my champs here. This is so good. I love this change. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. I'm thinking it might look a little bit like the glory store, or maybe like a combination of the glory and loyalty store, since the loyalty store already does have a champion. So yeah, that type of stuff. But then going forward, like what else is going to be the exclusive? Really curious. And that's that's kind of the reason why I say like I don't know if that lowers the value, like depending on how long it takes to get the champion. I mean, like obviously if you could just get the Scarlet Witch in a month, well then yeah, by the end of the year you have a Sig 200 champion, and that is more valuable. But at the same time, if it takes you a while to get Scarlet Witch, well then it's probably also going to take you a while to get the next reward out of there. And now it feels like even if there's not necessarily a reason to pick up the sigil every single month, well, maybe you're going to want to earn those credits for what's to come in the future. And now you're never really going to want to give this thing up. Because when the next champion or the next exclusive comes to the sigil store, you're going to want to have that as soon as possible, right? And you don't have to do that. You could totally just turn off that subscription anytime you want. But again, it's, to quote Dennis, it's the implications, you know? Which I don't really like. Now you have this currency that is building rather than the sigil perks, which did feel more like, okay, you have these perks for a month, rather than now you're getting this premium currency, and so far this is the only way that we know to get this premium currency. Maybe they'll also sell part of it for, I mean, it has to be just money only. There's no way they're ever gonna, I don't think at least, introduce a way to get it for free. But maybe they would include it in the daily deal. Maybe they would say, hey, we're gonna give you a little bit more sigil juice in the daily or something like that. It's just like, it's weird because the end result is not necessarily so different than what we have today. Yet it still feels so different. Because, again, like the implication, man. This is the only way you're going to get this currency. Do you just pick it up when you need the currency, or do you prepare for the future with it? I don't know. Anyway, Dragons, and over 2 saying tweet. Actually, last thing before I go to the tweet. And even if you did pick it up every month, like I said, the value outside of just the sigil juice, it is good. So it's just a weird predicament that we're in with it. All right, let's see here. Dragon, decisions. My love of a lady profile is coming against the sheer power of a rank 3 CGR. Dragon, no way. Are you gonna break the all lady profile? I am a pile of conflicting MCOC instincts. Help. Well, here's what I'll say, Dragon. CGR is not awakened even. So the PI won't be that high, and even if he temporarily takes a spot up from the ladies, then I mean, let him have his moment, you know? It's kind of like every once in a while a guy is led into the girls club in like a sitcom, you know? Maybe there's like a scene, dude, thinking back to like Boy Meets World. I remember there was an episode where Corey and Sean, they get to go into the girls' bathroom and they see there's like a nice couch. That's what this is, you know? He's just in there for a little bit of comic relief. He gets to join the girls' club for a little bit. And, well, eventually he'll get kicked out. It's not a permanent thing. Rank him up. If you want to, that is. Certainly this is designed to make people want to keep Sigil on. Just pointing out there's still a lot unknown that is crucial for truly evaluating it. That's true. You're very right in that. I totally agree. And this is going to be one of those things that we're never going to truly be able to evaluate it just because it's going to change, right? Like until the game dies, we'll never be able to evaluate it fully in the moment, only like looking back. But in the moment, much love and respect for you, Brian, but I don't think free-to-play players should feel entitled to anything in game. The game needs money, and people who support with purchases basically subsidize free-to-play. I agree with part of that, but this game is advertised as being free-to-play, so I think that's Kabam's fault for saying it's free-to-play. And like, yeah, we all have this understanding that free-to-play doesn't actually mean you get everything for free. But after, like I said, how many years of playing this game, there hasn't been a truly pay-exclusive currency ever introduced, and now we're getting one. Is that on the players or is it on like Kabam? And even like it's not an entitlement thing. Maybe that's how it sounds. It's just critiquing something that Kabam's doing, just like anything else they're doing. I don't know. Maybe that is entitlement. I don't know. Maybe that's entitlement the same way that people think that arena scores are too high, and that's entitlement, thinking that they should be entitled to get these champions for a lower score. I don't know. I feel like that's maybe a little bit too big of a word to be thrown around, where you could make the argument that maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But that's not how I'm looking at it. Again, I don't like. Actually, here's a good example. I don't want everything. Well, I do want everything in this game, but I don't need everything in this game. Otherwise, I would be more inclined to spend. There are plenty of champions that I just know that I won't get for like months or years or possibly ever, and I'm okay with that. But again, this is different. To me, this is different. Anyway, Angela Stacy. Oh, I don't know if I messed up your name. I'm so sorry if I did. But thank you for the 5 saying, hey BG, for me it's like Call of Duty Battle Pass. You get exclusive items for spending a little extra money. Or a little extra. My only problem is just gold shortage. I've never played Call of Duty. I'm vaguely familiar with their Battle Pass systems, but only vaguely so. I've heard the name Battle Pass. And funny, going back to World of Warcraft for a second. Just a quick second, don't be mad. Activision and Blizzard, they're the same company. Activision makes Call of Duty. They, to my knowledge at least, coined the whole Battle Pass term. And then they tried to use Battle Pass in World of Warcraft, and people were outraged at it. It's different for different games. Mobster Kermit saying, do you know over a buck? Thank you, dude. Saying, how you doing, BG? And Twitter, please. I have 2 tweets, though. Okay. Let me check you out. Let's see what we got here. 2 tweets. Okay, I found the first one. I'm in a much better mood now that I've got this guy to rank 4. Nice. I wasn't happy when I got uncollected because I had open 15 tier 4 class catalyst crystals at the time and got 8 science, 4 skill, and 3 mystic. All I wanted was a mutant attack. Dang, dude. Well, congrats on getting them ranked up. And that's good, man. I'm glad you're happier today. Because, yeah, like I said yesterday, man, getting uncollected, it is a big deal. So, uncollected and now a Magneto rank up. Beautiful. Second one is, I don't know what you think about the Ultron buff, but I think that it's pretty good. Took down Realm of Legends Winter Soldier in 180 hits, which is pretty good. And honestly, I'm happy to have him as a 6-star. That's not bad. Is this 6-star rank 1? That's not bad for a champion that was never known for his DPS. He was always known for just like survivability with his immunities and healing, double healing. It's not too bad. I haven't played with him yet. I'm looking forward to playing with him. Hopefully I get a chance to tomorrow. I'll probably play with one of the new champions each day for the next few days and just kind of upload my thoughts on it. But yeah, nice dude. Brakovich sending over to, thank you, dude. Saying BG took a 3-month break. What'd I miss? Oh boy, dude, in 3 months? Honestly, a lot. Dude, man, I started out the stream tonight saying this. You know, whether I agree or disagree with the decisions you make in developing this game, I appreciate always having something to talk about. Dude, like, oh, what did they say? Oh, just have a great stream. And I mean it, dude. There's always been stuff to talk about. The biggest thing is all the new content. They released new roadmaps, and there's a lot of new stuff in those roadmaps. I made a video kind of breaking it all down, but the video breakdown itself is like an hour long or something like that, or 45 minutes, whatever it is. So yeah, man, a lot of new stuff coming. I recommend taking a look at that. That video or anyone else's video. Just because, yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming in the form of new solo competitive mode. Tons of quality of life changes for Alliance events, AQ, AW. A new relic system that they're going to be trying out here, among other things. Oh, and the new arena system, which still needs work, but still. But yeah, dude, thank you very much for the 2. Welcome back. Free to play is important. Don't think it isn't. The player base carries the game statistically in the stores, on media, and here. If the free to play player base left competitive modes, or competitive modes would suffer, and those generate income as well. Yeah, that's true too. free-to-play players, they might not support this game directly with their money, but you're absolutely right. Like, if this game didn't have as many people playing, then the people who were spending money wouldn't feel like it'd be worth it to spend their money in this game. Right? Like, it's... A lot of people... They may not judge a game entirely based on the number of people playing, but that's certainly a factor. It's a factor for me. I want to know, like, is my time going to, you know, go to a game that is going to be alive in the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next few years, you know? I don't want it to just be playing a game that suddenly the competition's going to be dead because people are leaving the game because they're not happy with the game, things like that. And yeah, the free-to-play players are all part of that. They go hand in hand with the spenders too. Dark Elf Dragon sent it over $1 saying it's more of paid to progress. I feel that paid to play players should have some advantage. I don't want to pay $15 for some trinkets I can get in game. I'd rather have some exclusive item for my money. Same like any platform or apps, like how YouTube Red, for example. Progress takes time, so they introduce something now for paid players doesn't mean they shouldn't do it or shouldn't have done it at the beginning. That's a fair take. If I was spending money too, I probably would want something. I mean, I'd want as much value for my money as possible. And I've certainly heard that before as well. So I think it's a fair take, but do you think there wasn't already that in the game at all? I've heard even recently from pretty big spenders in the game that even they feel like the gap has widened and the gap has become potentially too big. I say the word potentially, but I'm really adding that to their comments. And I'm not saying everybody feels this way. I'm just saying I have heard from pretty big spenders that they feel like the gap has, over the past few years, gotten to levels of ridiculousness. And like I said, I would love if this would be a way to make money and take away from that gap. If this was something that was potentially some kind of exclusive, like if they sold Scarlet Witch, this version, this trophy, if she is a trophy champion, even if they sold the trophy version of a champion, and then they said, okay, you know what? Now we don't need to sell Sig Stones for money. We can sell them for units, which of course people will still buy units, but at least it doesn't lock out one of the types of players. If they did that, then I'd be like, you know what, man? That's good for the game. And like I said, that's the original reason why I liked the Sigil to begin with. But we didn't see that, and I don't think we're going to see that. It's a fair opinion, though. Like, I don't want to say that anyone's opinion's wrong. So, just because I'm disagreeing with it, I hope you're not thinking that I'm saying you're wrong for thinking that way. I'm just saying we disagree, is all. But feel free to keep sharing the thoughts and everything. So, Statics and Overbuck saying, BG, if all the items for purchase in the updated Sigil store was made available 6 months later for everyone, would you feel the same? No, I would not. I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. I think that's one of the best ways to monetize is by selling things that, like selling early access. Like, we have early access bundles in this game, and I've never complained for those. Even if they increased like the drop rates or something like that, I wouldn't complain would never complain about something like that. One of my favorite monetization methods just happened to be from another well, actually it wasn't free to play from the start. It was Heroes of New Earth, which was like a Dota 1.5, but it was an entirely different company, just very, very similar game. And what they did is they had a store. They only sold cosmetics, but those cosmetics, they were big, man. Like, they changed the way your character looked. It wasn't just like a new costume. It was like, it would change your character from being I don't know, a snowman to someone made of molten lava. You know, something like, it was like huge changes, right? And when they first introduced these, they introduced them at a premium. So they like, you can earn the coins in game through just playing matches. And when they were first available, they'd sell them for like 3,000 coins. Total example numbers, but like, let's just say 3,000 coins. And then like a month later, it would go down to, you know, like 2,000 coins. And then eventually they would drop down to maybe like 1,000 coins, and that's where they would stay or something like that. And the point is, like, those people who picked them up while, like, before it went on sale, they had that exclusivity. They still had that feeling of like, dude, not many people look like this. This is a cool costume. It's mine. I get to have this sweet look over other players. And that's cool. And I think that'd be great for this game. And that is a little bit of how this game works with like featured crystals and stuff like that, where you do gain some sort of competitive advantage. You gain an advantage in like Alliance War or Prestige or, you know, something else. But at least after that, everyone else has a chance to get whatever thing you had 6 months in advance. So yeah, that would be totally different. Like I said too, this is not really the champion. The champion is not the problem. The problem is this currency that you cannot get. This is, I mean, if they suddenly changed it up and they were like, okay, the things that were available to the premium currency, now we're going to sell them for units, that's different. Because then it's like, yeah, okay, if two different currencies can buy the same thing, then is one like a truly premium one? Or is it just like an early access premium one? I would have zero complaints about something like that. I think it's a great way to monetize the game. But these developers know that, and man, by the way, I don't want to lump all the devs together, because I'm sure there's certain devs at Kabam that are like, guys, this is not right. But they know that they could make more money by keeping something completely exclusive, rather than saying, okay, it's exclusive now, but in 6 months everyone will have it. So again, for me, it's the difference between like monetizing fairly and monetizing to really try to maximize your earning potential. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, Deej, Senator 5. What's up, Deej? Saying I love the Scarlet discussion, but I'm pivoting for a second. All right, sure. Let's take a little break from it. What do you think about the Platpool deal? I will finish my 5-star if I spend the artifacts. Oh, the Platpool deal. I haven't scooped it up yet, but I'm going to. I think the Platpool deal is great. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be picking this up. These fabulous crystals, they have units in them. Oh, I like this little UI thing down here that my face is kind of covering. There's another little change. That's cool, man. Yeah, I know my head's covering that, but I think this is great. I highly recommend picking this up. Like, even if you don't get exactly the types that you're looking for in these crystals, you get units in there, and trading in Incursion artifacts for units. That's great. I'm going to be picking up both of these. I like that they're introducing a 6-star version of the character, giving players something new to chase too. So yeah, if anybody is scooping those things up too, good luck to you. Deej, congrats on your Platpool. If that's the last one you need, that's so cool. And yeah, thank you very much for the 5. What's up, Karate Mikey OBG? What if they sold the 6-star Doctor Doom for $500? That'd be a discount for a lot of people. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people spent more than $500 for their Doctor Doom. By the way, can we talk about, if we're talking early access, Vision? When they first introduced Vision, they had him for like more units, and when they brought back Vision, each time they sold him, it was like for a little bit less units, and sometimes drastically fewer units. I don't think they should release every character like that, but I like that monetization model on certain champions. Today, Vision is not as strong as he once was, so maybe it doesn't stand up so much, but you know, at some point we knew that he was going to come back cheaper, and people decided, do I want to wait for him to be cheaper, or do I want to have that advantage now? Do I need this champion in Alliance War right now? Is that enough value for me to pick him up at this higher price? I kind of like that. Anyway, Dark Elf Dragon sending over another buck. Thank you, dude, saying I agree about what you're saying as well, so hopefully you're not misunderstanding me. It goes both hand in hand, paid and free to play. Yeah, and it's a complicated subject. So yeah. Like I said, even if we do disagree, like I don't really think anyone's necessarily wrong. It's a complicated subject. So I meant I understand what you're saying as well. Okay, yeah. Gotcha, dude. Yeah, thank you for another loony. Jiragan sending over to saying at Metal Sonic dude would be proud tweet. Oh, let's see what we got. As Padme Plays said, she gets it, but you were very convincing, sir, at MSD. And now I have a duped 565 and an unduped rank 3, just like my Domino and Claire. Sometimes the aesthetic must be sacrificed for those big yellow numbers. Very true. Very, very true. And the lady profile, sorta, Ghost is still on top. Falls, but it'll be back. Okay, alright. Sounds good. Now you just have a new goal, Dragon, that's all. You just created a goal for yourself to get the all-lady profile back. That's it. Oh, I didn't see that the 6-star ones were available. I'm buying that right now. Don't effing jinx me with your hot dog poop, Brian. What? Alright. Casual Cashew sending over a buck. Let's see. GG, you have to wrestle Kabam Mike for the honor of free-to-play players. This is the way. No, man. Kabam Mike's actually super cool, dude. Anybody who's actually went to New York Comic-Con can tell you that. People don't necessarily like the way he words things on the forums all the time. But if you actually meet him in person, you know he's pretty cool, man. I won't be wrestling him anytime soon. That said, don't forget to get your guys tickets for the next Comic-Con, where Seaton and I are finally going to go in the cage once again for the YouTube match, the YouTube deletion match. Winner, or loser, I should say, has their YouTube channel deleted. Tickets are $1 million each, though. And all proceeds are split between us, so, yeah. Anyway, Simon sent it over 100 yen. Thank you, dude. BG, one before last, please. Okay. I hear BG is mainly against the Sigil because Seaton supports it. Dude, I preemptively got you with the beef before you could start it. I hear BG is mainly against the Sigil because Seaton supports it. The beef continues. Just another reason for the New York Comic-Con YouTube deletion match. Kabam Mike has bought me a shot before, which is more than I can say for most of you mother effers. True, Abby Doe. Very true. Matato, San 05. Matato, thank you, dude. Sam, would you think differently if they let you buy the new currency with units? Yeah, because then the new currency wouldn't be paywalled. I mean, it would depend on how they did it. If they were like, okay, it cost 10,000 units for one single sigil currency. Oh, and by the way, it takes 100 of these sigil currencies to buy Scarlet Witch. Well, then, yeah, I wouldn't feel differently. I would feel like, okay, yeah, that's still just a premium currency. But yeah, of course, like if you could buy the sigil or something like that for units, then yeah, that's not a paywall thing. That's just a, where do you want to spend your units? You can't buy everything, choose. And that's strategy, and yeah. I'd feel very different if that was the case. But that's also just, yeah, I think that's probably out of the question. I don't think Kabam's going to be doing that. Mike Chan sent over buck saying, BG, I'm happy with some of the quality of life changes too. Remembering our last ISO selection swords, and last arena swords, have you had any crashes yet? I haven't had any crashes yet. And now that you say that, I'm curious if they fixed it. But I also haven't played for a long period of time in one sitting yet today. I logged in to do an energy dump. I logged in... Oh, whoa. Logged in to record the video. And yeah, now I'm been playing right now. Which I've been going... Like, every time I just start in the arena, building up to the infinite streak and stuff like that, I always go a little bit slower, especially on stream. So I haven't gone through enough matches yet to know if the crashes have been fixed, for me at least. But that'll be interesting to pay attention to. That'd be cool if they were fixed. But yeah, in another, I don't know, half an hour or so, if nothing's changed, then I will be crashing. But that'd be so sweet if there is no more. But yeah, man, the quality of life changes are great. Anyway, Mike, thank you very much for the buck, dude. Easy sending over buck as well. Easy, where you at? Brain, Platpool sucks, but he has super high prestige. Would you dupe him or take him up if you somehow got all these 6 pieces? Hard to say. Is he in MA? Like as a 6-star, I mean, of course the 5-star, of course he is. But that always happens whenever the new info's there. He's not as a 6-star just yet. As a 5-star, though, let's see where he is, because I think the 5-star and 6-star lists, I think they're the same. When you get to the higher ranks, at least. He's number 6. Oh, man, Overseer cracks the top 5. I called it with this guy. By the way, when I was saying I thought Overseer was going to have high prestige, we did not have the info in the CCP yet. I thought he was going to be higher, though. I actually thought he was going to be somewhere like Surfer and Doom levels. He's not there, so maybe I didn't exactly call it. But he does have high prestige. He breaks the top 5. Platpool, though. It's also situational, man. I mean, I'm looking for a prestige, but at the same time, I'm struggling to even come to terms with ranking up Thor Ragnarok. I feel like I have to do it. I feel like I have no choice. But I also feel like it's actually a mistake, and that I need to rank up champions that are like literally perfect, because I'm only going to get one of each class type at Sig 200. And if I have to rank up champs that are just for prestige, well, then I'm going to be holding my alliance back in Alliance War more than I would be prestige-wise if I just went with like a 2nd or 3rd best prestige option kind of thing. I wish Kingpin's prestige was closer to Fraggle Rock's. That would make my life a lot easier, but I would at least consider ranking him up as a 6-star. Yeah. Dark Hell Dragon sending over another one of them Canadian bucks. Thank you, dude. Saying, I still love you, bro. Keep up the good work. Usually these types of topics can be controversial, but you make it worthwhile. Still love your work. Much love. Right back at you, man. Thank you very much, dude. And yeah, man, I appreciate the people that keep these conversations civil. I feel like it's so easy for people on the internet to just go berserk. But I always try to keep it more like, what if we were talking about this in person? You know, on the internet, some people, they're like a caricature of themselves, right? I mean, like, we're all a little bit different depending on where we are, right? Like, off of YouTube, I'm slightly different than I am on YouTube, but I try to make it as close as humanly possible. You know what I mean? Which is why, again, I just use my real name. So yeah, man, like I appreciate the people that keep the conversation civil. I mean, honestly, forget the internet even. It's not even an internet thing. People in real life all the time go crazy. So okay, it's usually about more serious topics, but still, there's a lot of people that get up in arms about many things and don't keep the conversation civil. So appreciate you guys just sharing your thoughts, even through disagreements, you know what I mean? And like I said during the video too, that's part of what makes this game fun, is we have different perspectives playing. If I was playing a game where it was all just people like me, any sort of paid thing would immediately be garbage. Whereas, we think some paid things are garbage. Anyway, I see Green sending over buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, would you rank 3 Guillotine 2099 or Guardian first? Both duped, low sig, looking at mostly story content use, already 100% tech variant, or would you hold out for Ghost or Warlock? Not a pressing need at the moment. I would go with Guillotine 2099 first, for sure. Well, I would... Okay, let me rephrase that. I would hold out for Ghost or Warlock, probably. If it's not pressing need at the moment, then I would probably hold out. Because although I do consider Guillotine 2099 to be among the best of the tech champions... I mean, Guardian for that matter too, but I usually put Guillotine above Guardian, personally. Just for overall use without getting into, like, specific use cases. But if you don't have an immediate need for the champion, I do think that Ghost and Warlock are better champions. I probably wouldn't wait super long though. Like if you already had, let's say you got to like 1.5 tech catalyst or something like that. I feel like that'd be good enough for me to just pull the trigger on a rank up today. And then if you do pull Ghost or Warlock in the future, you're at least halfway there to getting them ranked up. You know? But that's how I would do it. But yeah, dude, thank you for the buck. You've got some good champion options there. Just in Guardian and Guillotine 29. Sneepskins sending over a Euro saying last two Alsjublieft. What is that word? And did I say it even close to correctly? All right, let's see. Last two. Good morning, Mr. Perfectly Reflecting Baldy Caps. How are you today? 6.1 Crossbones is a butt. Yeah, dude, he's totally a butt. By the way, music tips. Tetrarch and Chaosium. Man, all these words. They're too large for me to understand. Hold on, let me write these down though. Man, I still haven't made it. I still haven't listened to half the bands that have been recommended recently here, but I will get to them eventually. Okay, added to the list. Last is like Korn and from Switzerland. No worries, Enzo isn't in it. Oh man, that'd be great if Enzo was in it. And the next one here is a balding magician had an act where he'd put a rabbit on his head and make it disappear. The hair vanished into thin hair. Okay. I'm gonna add that one to my list too. To the list of jokes that I'm gonna boo. Boo, man! Terrible, dude. Take a freaking lap. Take a lap to Switzerland. Boo, dude. Big time boo. Stiatic sending over buck saying double grind for Overseer. Oh, dude, if you're asking me if I'm doing a double grind for Overseer, well, dude, screw this game. You know what, man? Screw this game. Because I was really about to say no. And then I instantly changed my mind to like, well, let me take a look at his abilities. Because I can't say no. I can't say no yet. Oh, man. My immediate reaction was no, because he's breaking into the top 5 prestige champions, and that means his grind is going to be astronomical. Probably the highest we've seen so far. But, oh man, could it be worth it? Could it be worth it to do a double grind? Could it be worth it to have one of the top 5 champs at Sig level 20? That would be a champion that I could invest my my Sig stones into and everything like that. Maybe. I don't know if we have access to the champs on the CCP yet. Obviously, even if we did, I wouldn't be able to give you my thoughts from like a play testing experience. The only thing I can comment on is like the like the spotlight info and Ant-Man and things like that. But I legit haven't looked into the champion yet, even in that way. I did take a quick glance at synergies. That's the only thing I've looked at so far is synergies, of which Purgatory has a really interesting synergy for me, by the way. Quick detour to Aunt May. Let's see here. Oh, gotta refresh this page too. All right. Purgatory here. Check out this synergy. Where? Here it is. So check this out, man. For Venom the Duck, you guys know I'm a fan of Venom the Duck. An additional symbiote buff may be stored in the RNA bank each fight, which means you are able to exceed his 10 buff cap. You get 1 additional buff each fight. So here's where I wish incursions were a little bit more important, because I really think that Venom the Duck could be insane in the incursions. He's already a solid incursion champion. But the fact that you're now going to be able to bank 20 and beyond buffs for this guy, like, you could honestly get up to like 40 buffs for Venom the Duck. And the way Venom the Duck works is that his buffs, they kind of scale downward. So they kind of have a built-in, let's see. Okay, all right. Each non-unique symbiote buff beyond the first suffers a stacking 10% potency penalty. So there's already a little bit of a system in place to make sure that it doesn't get too crazy. But it's still going to get crazy if you build them up, dude. And I'm so pumped for that, man. I'm super pumped for that. I think that's going to be awesome. But yeah, as far as grinding for Purgatory goes, I gotta look into the champ more. It is never that easy of a decision to make. Oh man, it's gonna be a brutal grind. One that I don't know if I would be able to do, but it'd be something to consider at least. Saptarshi Kar sending over 100 rupees. Sorry if I messed up your name at all. Saying, now that Ultron has a nice buff between Guillotine 2099 and Ultron, who would be your choice to rank up as a 6-star? I haven't played the new Ultron yet. It would probably be Guillotine 2099 though. From what I'm hearing, I didn't watch any videos on the champion yet either, but just what I've heard through, like, you know, my Alliance chat and stuff. I hear some people like him. I hear others don't. I hear that Ultron is a little bit synergy dependent with Hulkbuster, apparently. Let me open up Aunt May again, because I don't even know what that synergy is. But like the nicest thing about Guillotine is that she does not need any support, man. And that makes her super viable for war, for just bringing her along in a quest where you just need a robot, you need someone ramped up, you have an apocalypse boss or something like that. Whoops. I didn't mean to go to her. Ultron. What does the Hulkbuster synergy do? Okay, function cauterized now lingers for an additional 7 seconds after the special attack is over. Additionally, while function cauterized is active, the opponent is passively heal blocked. Lingers for an additional 7 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna have to play with this champ. I can't immediately tell how good that is. But apparently that's important for the champ or something like that. Oh, Mike's in here. Ultron really wants Hulkbuster and MODOK, basically. And MODOK, too? Okay. Karate Mike, I know, has made some content about the champ, so... Oh, wait. Karate Mike, I read that as he still has the same cap of 10, but he can store 4 per fight instead of 3. Oh, no. Is that what it is? Let me read this again. That's a major bummer, dude. I was so pumped. Hold on. Did I just fail at reading again? Additional symbiote buff may be stored in the RNA bank each fight. You're right, dude. It doesn't say that it exceeds the cap. Oh, man. Mike, this isn't your fault, but I want you to know that you have you've brought great disappointment to me tonight. More disappointment than the new Sigil has brought. Ah, man. Damn it, dude. I knew I should have taken those reading lessons. Damn it. He talks way effing less off of YouTube. Yeah, that's very true. Abby Doe is correct. I like to think that I'm pretty much the same person, have the same beliefs, demonstrate the same values. I don't know what you want to say. on or off YouTube. But of course I talk more on YouTube because, well, if I ain't talking, who else is? So yeah. Miguel sending over 100 of them, or one of them pens, one of them big pens. Let's see. I kind of like that Scarlet Witch thing. I want to buy things in this game, but all deals suck for a soft spender. Okay, I mean, that's fair. You're right. There's a lot of bad values in this game. And you're right. The Sigil is a strong value, and making that an even stronger value. Yeah. If you already wanted to buy the Sigil, then yeah. Or if you were on the verge of getting the Sigil or something like that, then yeah. Stiatics. And over another 5 saying double 160 million grind, all your science stones. Good luck, my dude. Gotta break up that Mystic / Skill Prestige roster. Yeah, but... dude, 160 million? That's gonna take every last unit that I have to do that twice. Let's go back to the prestige list one more time here. Son of a... So, looking at the prestige list though, 6-star, rank 3. Let's just focus it to science champions here. I mean, one of the reasons why I wanted to go for I-Bomb is just the hope, the dream that I can dupe this guy in some way. He's not that much higher than I-Bomb here. They're very similar. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but I love I-Bomb. So I'd really have to love the Overseer. He does have higher starting prestige, so that'd be a little bit nice too. But if I can dupe this guy... Like, this is one of those type of gains where it's relatively small over the rest of the pack that's all very close in here. Like I already have Red Guardian. He's not that much higher than Red Guardian. I have Red Guardian Awakened. It's very little bit higher, right? To save like 20,000 units or something like that to just go with Red Guardian. Is that where I don't know. I guess it's still debatable, but because he's so high on the list. Wait, is he not top 5? I thought he was top 5. I guess he's just top science. Oh, he's not actually top 5 though. I guess I was looking at at the higher ranks. Okay, that's what it is. So at the higher ranks, he is top 5. I guess once Sunspot gets kicked out of the top, that's what it is. So in the future, until other champions come out, at least he will be top 5, just not a rank 3. Have you gone over his abilities? I haven't. I literally haven't read a single ability of his. I will have to look at that later. But I legit haven't looked at a single ability of his. But yeah, just for like a marginal increase, if you're really competitive prestige wise, that can be worth it. Even a single point could mean the difference between your alliance going up a rank or down a rank, you know, if you're that ultra competitive. But because we've been in the same bracket prestige wise for a while, I'm just looking for prestige that doesn't suck. You know? And if he was that next level prestige, that Doom level prestige, then it would be easier to justify doing something crazy. Like tossing 20,000 sig. Oh, my game's getting super laggy. It's going to crash at some point real soon here. But yeah, that's what makes it feel maybe like this is not the one for me to double grind. But we'll see. Sneepskin sending over another euro. Thank you, dude. Saying, any guess who will be in the basic when Purgatory and Overseer get in the featured arena? Yeah, so we already know the basic order. Let me pull up Reddit real quick. I don't think we know which champion's coming first yet for next month. Reddit. But we know which, like, basically what champions will be with them. Because the basic champions, they just follow the same order that the featured champions came out in. They just come out 6 months later. Wow, game lag. List of spreadsheets. Arena. Cutoff history. Okay. So, looking at this. So we just had like with these new arenas, we had Falcon and then iBomb and then Gambit, right? These are characters that this was like the original release of them in the arena. So next up will be Spider-Ham after Gambit, and then Daredevil, which Daredevil is still a champ that I'm looking to pick up. Probably. That probably will be one I grind for. So Spider-Ham, Daredevil, then Spider-Gwen, Luke Cage, Colossus, Jubilee, Cable, Strife, Yellowjack, and so on. So this next round is not going to be one of the new champs. So Spider-Ham is more than likely going to go higher than whatever feature champ gets thrown in, just because he is newer. Same way it worked with iBomb and Stealth Spidey. So Daredevil Hell's Kitchen is going to be with one of the new ones. And then Luke Cage will be the other champ with the new ones, I believe. I'm going to have to just double check everything, but at a quick glance, that seems to be it. So yeah. Miguel's handing over another buck as well. Miguel, where are you at? Thank you, dude. Sarian. Yeah, normally the Sigil is like meh, pretty skippable. Only bought it to get Platpool last time. And now with this currency, finally soft spenders can buy something instead of waiting for Black Friday or 4th of July. Yeah, I hear you, and I think this is going to be really popular, which in some ways is cool, because like you said, it's nice that you're getting something better for your money, and I mean, money is needed to support the game and all that, so I hear you, but still hurts for me. It still feels so different. Soft spender is an interesting interesting way to put it too. It's an interesting term. I don't know if that's a common term or not. I'm not sure if I've ever heard the word like the phrase soft spender. So I feel like there are other things to pick up. There are other offers that are totally worth buying, but this is something that comes around monthly. Whereas, I mean, we did have at least one thing like the unit offer monthly, but then there was tons of other strong valued offers, the mastery offers, Six Stone offers, although, oh god, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should not have included the Six Stone offers because I want that to go away. But just other crystal offers and things like that. But it's an interesting way to describe it. Think about it, I suppose. Xavier's handing over a buck. Xavier, thank you, dude. As opposed to a rock hard spender. Yeah. All right, Xavier. Twitter, please. I'm definitely really happy with my polls. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Hang on. What do we got? Oh, no. Oh, you were definitely being sarcastic. This was my reward for defeating the Grand Master. Any silver linings? Yikes. I mean, sort of. There's a silver lining in that, like, if you notice, these two champions, they don't really get a ton of synergy love. Maybe Kabam's holding back on introducing new synergies for them because, hey, maybe they're going to get buffed soon. They could certainly use the love. Technically, Rhino did get buffed once. Technically, they both got buffed once, but they were both such minor buffs. Actually, Rhino's buff wasn't that minor, but like offensively it was minor. The unblockable thing. He didn't always have that. He didn't always have the unblockable, unstoppable charge thing, which is why the Realm of Legends version of Rhino doesn't have that. But yeah, of course, offensively, that was nowhere near enough. Hopefully, you get some kind of buff. Honestly, oh, there's the game crash. Honestly, Rhino is the type of champion that I find to be really fun, but I just know he sucks. And if they buffed him, I might really love Rhino. He could be cool. And then Cyclops. Yeah, I mean, Cyclops, another one of those iconic characters that we have 2 copies of in the game, and both of them blow chunks. So that's the silver lining, is that They're not good today, but maybe next month, maybe the month after that, maybe 6 months down the line, you'll be really happy that you got it. Just the way that I was happy that I think it was my second 5-star ever was Magneto. Even though he sucked for years. He's such a beast now. But yeah, man, congrats on taking down the Grandmaster at least.
Man loves beans.
Constantine sending over buck. Thank you, dude. Saying. What are you saying? How dare you parry me, magic? BG, did you see my tweet? I don't know. Did I? Usually if I see your tweet, I do the little hearty thing. Let me see. Was it recent? Was it in this stream? Because if not, man, you might have to send it again, or just like comment on your own tweets and just tag me so that I could find it, because I have no idea how far back I'm looking. I'm already a few hours back. Oh, found it. Let's see here. Who should I pick? Definitely Venom. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you didn't already have Venom, I might have said Venom. Venom's so good. But yeah, Fury for sure. Congrats, dude. Congrats on your new Fury. Good stuff. I'm dead. Whoops. Easy. Sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, Brian, super early guess for Colossus 6-star cutoff. I'd love to dupe him so much. Early cutoff prediction for Colossus. I think he would go for similar to what Falcon went for. Maybe somewhere in the middle of Falcon's first and second rounds. So maybe like 75, I would guess. But I think of our examples, of our recent examples of like all the champions that we had in the arena so far, I think he's closest to Falcon in terms of desirability overall. Power levels, I mean, they're different types of champions, so I don't necessarily want to compare them power level wise, but just overall desirability. I think they both have like a 75 million point value in the arena. So yeah, that's going to be my guess. As always though, dude, totally unpredictable. You might want to wait for round 2, even though round 2 typically the scores go up a bit. At least you know. At least you have a ballpark of what to go for, which is why a lot of people do like to wait for the second round. But yeah, good luck if you do decide to go for him. He's good, but he's old. Yeah, he is old. I can't remember if he was like always available in the 6-star crystal, or when he got added to it and stuff like that. But yeah, I think he's. I actually prefer Colossus as a champion over Falcon, but I think Falcon has a little bit higher value just because of his use in Alliance War, where people don't really use Colossus in Alliance War. Colossus is used in other modes, so maybe people aren't as concerned with getting the highest star level. But Colossus is so good. So yeah, I think they'll be similar in terms of points. BZ on L beat, sending over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying I love Ultron's buff. I'd take him to rank 3 as a 6-star unduped if I had him, if I'm being honest. He's solid all around now, IMO. Nice, dude. I'm looking forward to testing him. Oh, no. Oh, I just got annihilated. Dude, I knew the moment I saw that I got hit with that special. Damn you, Guardian, man. Come on. Just out here trying to get some arena points. Damn it, dude. Alright, anyway, though, who puts Guardian in the arena? But that's cool, man. I haven't tried him yet. I've been hearing, like, some mixed things about him. But that's cool that at least some people are, like, loving the champ. I know Cam, super stoked on him. But then, you know, again, some other people, not their cup of tea necessarily. So, I'm interested in trying him out. See where I fall with the champ. Low-key 420 and an overbuck. Thank you, dude. Saying. PG, what if they made it where you can earn the currency as well? You couldn't spend it unless you decided to get the sigil, or you got it on the free week. Kabam lets everyone have it. Yeah, that would be totally different. And if you were able to spend it on occasion during like those free weeks or something like that, yeah. That would be different. However, they're not going to do that. Like, the whole point of this sigil is that they want you picking it up as much as possible. And that the only way that you can earn it is by having the sigil. But yeah, if you could, if like every once in a while, if we knew that Kabam, like even just once a year, during like the free, or during like the anniversary of the game, hey, the sigil was free and it turns out you were earning this resource all along, yeah, that'd be totally different. But they're not going to do that. Honestly, I wouldn't necessarily even want them to do that. Like, yeah, I think that would be it'd be less disappointing than the system we have today, but I also think that kind of defeats the purpose. I do want them to make money. I just want them to make money in a different way. I get that it's hard to come up with ways that are not going to be community dividing and all that. But anyway, Loki 420. Appreciate the buck, man. Thank you, dude. Ultron is bugged right now. He'll be better when fixed. Oh, is he bugged right now? Okay. Colossus in the arena. Oh boy, I need to awaken my 6-star. Good luck. GG, can I get some tips for Variant 5 last quest? Get stuck on Invisible Woman. My champs are 4-star Doom, Sparky, and Venom. 5-star rank 4 Magic and Sparky. Would rank it up Spider-Gwen help? I don't remember that Invisible Woman. You know what? Let's take a quick gander in that quest. Hang on. Variant 5 Invisible Woman. Let's see here. Wait. Variant 5 last quest? Oh, she's not a boss, but she's just in the quest? Is that it? I was trying to think, like, I don't remember fighting an Invisible Woman, but I kind of do. She's like right before the boss, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Alright, so basically just an Invisible Woman here, man. Invisible Woman can be difficult to fight, but all you have to do is know how to fight Invisible Woman, which, as her shield charges are dropping and she's like about to go invisible, or whatever the charges are called, when she's about to go invisible, as those charges drop down, you don't want to hit her. You want to back off. You want to parry, and while she's stunned, hit her one time, and then back off. And then her invisibility will go away after a second, and then you can go back to doing standard combos. So you don't necessarily need any specific counter for this fight. Having bleeds, I believe, helps. I can't remember exactly what it does against Invisible Woman, but I know having bleeds against like all the Fantastic members does something. Each one a little different. As is like the class relationship thing or whatever. But you don't need anyone specific, so Ranking up, you don't need to rank up any champ. Some champions will be better against Invisible Woman who have like anti-miss in their kits, so you know, like Torch or Fury, but obviously you can't bring those champs, and yeah, you don't need to. So just got to be careful when fighting her. That's it. Eric Nelson, $100 and BG. I'm in love with the new Ultron. Great damage and a great havoc counter. He'll be my first rank 5 tech. And KT says I should awaken him and sig him up. But what is your opinion? Because I don't know. I haven't played with him yet, man. So I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of good things about him. A few people tonight said that they're gonna be happy to rank him up. But yeah, man, I haven't played him yet, so I just don't know. Did his sig ability change? Because previously his sig ability wasn't a necessary thing. It was a nice bonus to have. Well, let me see here. Oh, they added to it. I see. So he always had the regen based on energy damage, but they also have incoming incinerate and shock effects suffer reduced duration. Okay, cool. Well, he doesn't need to be awakened. So you could always rank him up a little bit, and without going all in on the champion, just kind of, you know, test the champ at a higher level for yourself and see how you feel about him. And if you already, I mean, you're already saying you're in love with him, so yeah, why not? If you've already tested him. But I, unfortunately, don't have an opinion on him yet, outside of just what I've been hearing from other people. Speed up D! Sending over a I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, man. Saying... I love you. Speed up, D. Appreciate the love and support as always, dude. Thank you, man. BG, how nuts would the arena be if Doom comes to the featured arena? A lot of people have Doom, so although I still think he would go pretty high, it wouldn't be as crazy as if he didn't already. I mean, he's already been in the game for how long now? Like a year and a half? You know? So if it's like a new version of Doom, that like the next Doom, whatever the next Doom is in this game, 300 million cutoff. It'll be nutty. Yo, BG, if you can go back in time, would you consider double grinding for Shang-Chi instead of going for Fraggle Rock? I mean, I did consider it at the time. And I was weighing that exact option, Mike. Of like, well, this would prevent me from having to invest in a pure synergy champion. If I get a champion that has high prestige, that is also usable. That was a consideration from the start. As a matter of fact, like once I invested my generic 6 stones into Doom, that's when I first started mentioning, like, you know what, man, I don't think I can actually afford to rank up pure prestige champs. Like, it may be a mistake, not only because, well, it's gonna suck once we get them to the higher ranks, because that's also when we started thinking about the higher ranks, because we started to see the introduction of tier 4 or rank 4 materials, but also just because how am I actually going to get them to high sig levels, even with the natural sig 40 on Fraggle Rock? I can only get the dude to, what was it, like 85 or something like that. Sucks. It's basically as high as a sig 20 Daredevil. It's pretty sucky. But yeah, that's I wish I could have done it. Yeah. I mean, like, knowing the scores now, if I had the time and all I had to do was put up the score to be the 100th spot or something like that, yeah, I'd much rather have Shang-Chi. Like, it's not even a question, dude. I would trade the units. I would easily trade the units. And the time and all that to get Shang-Chi. It's just, you know, during his arena run and the unknown of what his score was going to go for and all that stuff. It was rough, but congrats to all the Shang-Chi owners out there. I think he was worth it. As crazy of a grind as it was, I think it was worth it. I mean, it was especially worth it if you picked him up out of like an early access bundle and you didn't have to do the grind. Them some units. What do we got? What do we got? 225? 75. Okay. Still happy. Only Zundog sent it over to saying, Boiled Grunt. What time does mass rank ups come out? It probably won't be tomorrow. I may have to figure out a better way to get these mass rank up videos out before the actual patch gets released, because I really want to play these new champions and make videos for the new champions. So it probably won't be tomorrow. I'm not going to delay things as much as I did last time, but probably like Friday, give or take a day. So yeah, probably Friday. Dude, thank you for the 2 though, man. I like that people like these videos so much. It's I feel bad that it sometimes takes me long. Well, let's face it, it always takes me longer to get these videos out. But the fact that you guys actually like these videos that I make, I still think that's such a cool thing. So, yeah, man, thank you. PG, claim your free crystal and also second last, please. Do I have a free crystal to claim? Let's see. Should I rank up and awaken my 5-star Colossus or rank up my unawakened 6-star? What rank are you getting them to? Do you have rank up gems? How many awakening gems do you have? How many sig stones do you have? These are all the questions that I would need the answers of before I could tell you exactly. If we're just talking about like a 565 versus a rank 2 Colossus, the 565 awakened far superior to an unawakened rank 2. However, Colossus is the type of champion that he doesn't really need to be awakened for most use cases. And I would say that if you don't already, like if you haven't already invested in the 5-star version of the champion, and you also don't have rank up gems to help you get there and all this other stuff that would lend more towards the 5-star, then I do think it's okay just to go with the 6-star in Colossus's case. If you're, you know, looking to take him to rank 3 and stuff. So I can't exactly say. Everyone's situation is a little bit different, but those are some of the things that you have to consider to make the decision yourself. Hopefully some of that info helps a little bit at least. Static sending over last minute bucks saying, level up is on? Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me, dude. I know. I've been thinking about it all day. I might rank up Cable. Just as a little spoiler. Really thinking about it. I was thinking about it even more so because there was a mutant and level up event on earlier, and that's I couldn't make the decision yet. So I was too busy thinking about all this sigil stuff and what it actually means for the game, and I couldn't properly process, like, yeah, should I go with Cable? I might, like, I it's not just a thought thing either. Like, I actually want to maybe test Cable at rank 3 on the CCP before investing in him with this one. So we'll see. Honestly, I might just take him to rank 2 and then test him another time or something like that, but yeah. Like, I know other people have cables ranked up, so I could just look at their videos too to get an idea for it, but I mean, it's always a little bit different when you get to play the champ yourself, right? Ryan Livens sending over one of them last minute Australian bucks too. Saying, have a look at Falcon's first synergy. It says new champ coming. What do you think it is? Oh man, I wouldn't be able to tell you, dude. I know so little about the Marvel universe that unfortunately I do not know. Here, we'll take a quick peek in game. Maybe some of you guys have an idea of who it's gonna be, but I don't have the slightest clue. I love this game, but I really don't know much about Marvel. Falcon. It says teammates, so hey, maybe it's a new Thor. Maybe they just wanted to give both Thors. Or maybe some other Avenger that's coming soon. That's all we know is teammates. I guess he has a lot of teammates, huh? So a little bit hard to say. My Falcon synergy speculation has run dry. Late US agent, perhaps. Nightbrain, if y'all want to hang, you know where to find me. Or if you don't, then definitely come over. All right, dude. All right, good. You're streaming tonight? Cool, man. We'll raid you in a sec. Or does everyone like Cable just because the APOC synergy? Yeah, that's it. I couldn't imagine ever having him in my lineup. That's pretty much it, man. I'm not. You know, it's funny, man. I never really hated Cable. I actually liked him probably more than the average person. For a while, it was kind of a channel meme that I was gonna make a video and explain why I liked Cable, but didn't want to rank him because he has all these abilities. He has the power gain. He has healing. He has like his heavy attack was always good. It's just you couldn't stack it before, so it wasn't crazy. But now it's crazy. The long reach. We didn't always have these long reach heavies. Cable was, like, at his time, he had the longest heavy attack reach in the game, possibly by far. Or if there was another one that had it, like, maybe just as long as reach, you know, like, there weren't many. Or you could say, like, you know, like, Hyperion technically has a long heavy reach, but it's a very different thing when he has, like, initial wind up and then punches after. With Cable, like, it's just this long arm that he shoots out, you know? So a lot of things that we may take for granted today were kind of some of Cable's earlier benefits, but he just never had the real damage to back it up. Also, not many people ran suicides at the time. There was a period of time where the suicide masteries were very unpopular. People always ran suicides, but today, wow, they're so much more popular today with the likes of Corvus, Omega Red, Ghost, and so on. At the time, a lot of people preferred just to leave them off. And you notice a huge difference in his heavy attack degen with and without suicides. So it was another reason, and I was going to make a video about that, and I never really did, and yeah. Anyway, on that note, we're gonna call things here, guys. I am gonna give you a link to Abby Doe's stream. But before I go, shout out to Static for being tonight's biggest D. It was a fun conversation tonight too, man. Again, thank you guys for keeping it civil, because it's so easy for stuff like this to go off the rails. So listen, I appreciated everyone's contributions to the Sigil topic, even if I don't disagree with, or I mean, even if I don't agree with everything being said. Cairo sending over a real last minute bug. Saying ABG didn't get home till 5 a.m. last night. Dang, dude. At least I had the stream to keep me occupied while I waited for the tow truck. Oh, Cairo, that's brutal, dude. Bummer, man. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you again. Ever. Yeah, that sounds pretty crappy. Thank you, though, dude. Happy to hear you made it home safe, at least. But, yeah. Alright, the link is in the chat for Abbydos. Thank you to everyone else, too, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night, everybody.